Hello again. This is Pastor Keith Fultz, and I'm going to watch one of the most amazing jazz performances I have ever seen, and probably the most amazing jazz performance you've ever seen. I'm going to react and comment to Angelina Jordan singing her version of I Put a Spell on You at the age of 9. Yes, the black and white version for you angels. Now, just so you know, I have only watched this video about 200, 300, 400 times, I don't know. So this will be more of commentary than reaction. I've commented on 3 of her songs, and what I've learned from your comments and your information, it makes this effort really worthwhile. You guys are informing me lots of things, and it's really wonderful. So I hope you're pleased and enjoy this. And again, if you're here for the first time, you're going to be amazed. So let's get right into it. Here we go. All right. Before we get started, though, you probably already know that Angelina is paying homage to Screamin Hawkins, who you see here. He was quite the entertainer. He wrote this song in 1956, and it is in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It's 500 songs that shaped rock and roll. Rolling Stone ranks this song to be 313th out of 500 of the greatest songs of all time. Of course, I get this stuff out of Wikipedia. You can find this. But one thing that I found was interesting is that Wikipedia tells us that Hawkins had originally intended to record this song as a refined love song. He was a blues ballad singer, and however, the producer brought in some ribs and chicken and some beer and got everybody drunk, and they came out with this campy version. And Hawkins says, I don't even remember making the record. Before I was a normal blues singer, I was Jay Hawkins. It all sort of just fell into place. I found out that I could do more destroying a song and screaming it to death. And he became sort of famous with this and got lots of attention. He became very theatrical and coming out of a coffin on stage and very cannibalistic. And as you see here with the bones and so forth, and he's trying to act it up. Actually, he was a pretty good singer. The song was banned from radio for a time because it was cannibalistic style. Very interesting. Of course, some of the great famous covers of this song is by Nina Simone and Creedence Clearwater Revival, and then the movie that was some time ago. This version, however, I think will go down in history. This song, this version, Angelina, will go down in history as one of the great all-time vocal jazz performances of all time. And if you don't agree with me, let me know. Let's do it. Let's keep going.
I put a spell on you.
Yeah.
Because you're mine. Stop the things you do. I ain't lying.
Wow. Well, if you're like me, you've watched and I've searched the internet or YouTube every day to see if there's a new reaction to this video. It's just so much fun to watch people who've never seen her before or never seen her do this song before. The amazement, the wonder on their faces. Yeah, they get pulled in by the great band, and it sounds good, and they see this child, and the people think, oh, how cute and how precious. And then she begins to sing, and they don't know what to think. Is this real? Is she lip syncing this song? Right? Is she? And it's like they don't know what to think. And to be honest, the first time I heard it, I thought, well, she's lip syncing or something. I mean, I did think that. And because I think this is the first thing I ever saw her do. Maybe I saw her do Bohemian Rhapsody and then went and found this. Boy, there's no question of fear or concern about approval or appreciation. She's going to tell you something. She wants you, and you are hers, and you're going to be hers, and she's going to do what it takes, and you better come to grips with it right now. And every time I watch this, I wonder, does the band know they are participating in an epic performance? I mean, this video will be played long after they are dead and gone, and it's because of this 9-year-old Mozart of jazz. Man, I'd have to stop the video every second to talk about all the amazing things I see happening here. Vocal production, just the diphthongs, the musical maturity, the sense of time, the ownership of the song, the audacity, the authenticness, which is absurd, the conscious vowel shapings and diphthong choices, crescendo, decrescendo, vibrato, masterfully crafted, carried out by a 9-year-old who's totally unself-conscious, who is a master. She is not performing, she's experiencing and drawing you into this experience, and we'll talk more about it. Let's go on. By the way, Screamin' Jay Hawkins had one of the great jazz saxophone players on his version too.
Stop the things you do. Hey, what's up? I ain't lying. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you anyhow. I don't care if you don't want me. I'm yours right now. I put a spell on you because you're
Watch this. Wow. Man. First of all, I mean, I've said this hundreds of times, and it's still just... First of all, when you compare Angelina to Jay Hawkins, who I have a link to in the version below. In fact, I maybe play just a little bit part of it in a second. She's probably using the version I'm going to give you a link to below. Hawkins was actually a pretty good singer, I think. He found fame by screaming this song, however, and so he kept doing that as act and stage and get, make money, get attention. Angelina manages to get the screaming effects across and the full sense of emotion while still maintaining a far more musical enriched experience. There's tone and pitch even in her wilder parts here. Even her belting and screaming, there's just a greater sense of musicality. And for an adult to pull this off would be amazing. For a 9-year-old, wow. The training and the diaphragm strength expressed when she does a hey, 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 that doesn't, you don't wake up one morning and say you're going to be able to do that. That takes years of exercises and singing from the right place and breathing the right way and all that kind of stuff. This she makes it look easy and relaxed, but there's great technique and skill. She's been taking voice lessons for a few years, and she is seriously exacting the science of singing here, and but the real true science of singing is doing it so nobody knows you're doing it that way. It is, and she surpasses that. So many people are like technically good, but they're not communicating performance. She, 9 years old. Before that, she's got this. But you have to build up those diaphragm muscles, and to pull this off is incredible. And then to see and to hear this total abandonment of self and to belt out mine and stretch. I mean, she's doesn't care what these adults people think or whatever. She's there. She's moved from a performance to an experience. She's in another place, another world, and we are no longer watching a child perform. The child is leading us into this experience of wanting and being wanted and rejection and rejecting. Those are the elements of this song, and how anyone can capture that while they're trying to sing a song is amazing. And you would think it would take a lifetime and experience. It is amazing. I want to just before we watch the next section song, I want you to just see Jay Hawkins' part of what he does in this part of the song. Let's see if we can make this happen fairly quickly, and I don't get some type of problem again with copyright stuff. But here's Jay Hawkins. He's most of the way through the song, coming to the ooh part. We're going to hear from her. That's David Sanborn in the background, by the way, one of the great saxophone players.
1, 2, 3.
I'm going to stop it there just for copyright reasons. I'll give you the link if you want to watch all of that. It's funny and good. Of course, again, Angelina's going to do the same. She's going to make it more lyric, melodic, and we will see what she does with this here. Let's go ahead and try to jump on it.
I don't care if you don't want me. I'm yours right
When she sings this year, a year later, the ooh part, here I think she breathes 3 times, long phrases. A year later, she's developed more breath control. She does it in 2 breaths, and with no problem. And again, I think that you see that Angelina is able to be more melodic and get the same effort across. I think you could also hear that Jay Hawkins could sing well if he wanted to, but he's a performer there. Angelina goes beyond performing, I think. What gets me the most here is the pause. Ooh, blank, silent, nothing's going on. Her sense of timing. She waits. You know how many singers would have started again long before her, because It just gets antsy. Most, if not all. But the silence is beautiful and it's useful. It is the sign of great artistic genius. And this has been one of her standout signature styles, is to be do less and get more. Many times sing with just one instrument, a guitar or two, just a keyboard, and without much, if any, accompaniment. It's just her voice exposed out there. So many performers have to use gimmicks and big musical support and dancing and drama and theater and lighting and stages and costumes and all that kind of stuff. We see that, people trying to get famous and all that. Angelina is just using her voice and her skill of communication, authenticity. And it's not bad to use the drama, the dancing, and all that stuff. I mean, if it's done well, it's great. I mean, she does do lots of runs like that, but she does them artistically and thoughtfully. Angelina captures with just her voice and her presentation of more than a song, of an experience, of a relationship. When she sings care, holding that note, care. See if I can go back to that. Let's see. There it is.
I don't care.
The holding that so long, giving character and integrity and sliding and decrescendo, crescendo. It's just her alone. Nothing else going on. Nothing else going on. And then I don't care if you don't want me. Listen.
If you don't want me.
Again, exposed out there, using harmonic minor, little scale there, which is totally not natural for most people to pull that off or to think about it. And the word want me, outside of the sound I went to a concert and the guy was singing, what was he singing? He said, if ever I would leave you, how could it be in summer? I mean, that's just a horrible vowel placement or sound. Those mistakes are heard by amateurs. You don't hear that. And the word me, the sound E, can be very difficult. You want to maybe put a high cheekbones, me. All you can push all kinds of different sounds and different vowels, and you hear, when you think about what to do, how to do, and you hear her do it, you're thinking, this is masterful, and it's just totally fun. And then when she does the very end, how long she holds the word now, and shapes that sound, and now, see, is a diphthong, and listen to her finish that word off at the very end, giving it character, holding on to it, not quitting easy or not thinking about it. She's thinking about it.
I'm yours right now.
She gives it its full worth, its full value. So many singers and musicians we don't, because it's not easy. It's not easy to have intent on every sound and every vowel and every syllable and every consonant and every note. Again, I think this is one of the greatest jazz performances I've ever witnessed, and I'm not talking about age here, at any age. And if you think there's a better vocal jazz performance, please send me a link. I want to see it. I want to see it. One last thing before I go. The bare feet. most of you know why Angelina sings barefooted, and it's one of the reasons many of you love her. I love her. She's committed to not perform with shoes until all the children in the world have shoes who need and want shoes. And it's a great story, and I'll put a link to it in the description below of her telling that story a little bit. She wrote a book about it. Many of you know that. I just want to invite you to join me in sharing that vision with her a little bit. If enough people subscribe to my channel, YouTube will advertise on my channel and I will make money. 90% of everything that comes to this channel is going to go to help support needy children through Compassion International. And you can support a child for like $38-40 a month and so forth if you want to. But we already support one child. But my dream is, as I move towards retirement, is to be able to, I'll have less money, but I want to increase my ability to help children around the world. And this is one opportunity, and you can be a part of it without a penny. You can just subscribe, and that will help. So please subscribe. Hope you enjoyed our time together. I hope you enjoyed the song. I know you enjoyed the song, and please inform me of all the stuff I don't know yet. That's really fun to get your responses and thoughts. And it's a wonderful journey. I think I'll do Feeling Good next time. God bless.